What up, guys? SoloRenektonOnly here. Doing a coaching commentary review for ISWIS. This is a bronze game, and he's going to be playing Gangplank. Let's speed this up a bit. Alright, we're playing against Darius. Wow, you went ultra greedy. Ultra greedy and went Sapphire. I feel like, I don't know, you might be able to get away with it against Darius. I like Corruption Pod a little bit better, but I think you'll be okay. I mean, he's got teleport, so it's really nothing too much to worry about. You guys have a Lee Sin support. That's interesting. This is Bronze 1. I don't know if I said that already. Um, it's probably just going to farm. Let's see. This is all just going to be about how you do in the early game. If you can farm it up, or if you get absolutely smashed by the Darius. Which can definitely happen. Let me get rid of... Alright. You're just trolling me. Not really AFK. Alright. I don't know what you have for talents. I guess I can figure out really quick if you have... Oh yeah, you have Grasp of the Undying. You should probably be auto-attacking a creep right away. That second Q that you put on him, it could have had the Grasp of the Undying proc if you auto-attacked right away. You got to the lane. Because it's like obvious you're not going to get your true damage proc on him. Yeah, you want to be using this Q. It's twice that you could have gotten a Grasp of the Undying proc on him, and you didn't. 3 times. You really want to stay in combat so you can build up that 4 seconds and get that Grasp of the Undying proc. See how you have it right now? But then it wore off, and now you're going to walk up and shoot him. See? That's like so much of your damage because it's 3% of your max health. So let's pause it right here. So what's 3% of your max health? It's like it's 1%. It's like an extra 20 damage or so, right? Somewhere around there, like an extra 20 damage right now. And obviously it's gonna scale even more. So that's like 3 times that you missed it. That's like 60 damage each time. It's giving you lifesteal. It's quite a bit. Nice. You stayed inside. Uh-oh. Not get hit by the Q. That's good. You can just keep poking him out. But be a little careful with how your mana usage. You should look to just put a barrel right underneath you. If you put a barrel underneath you, like you can basically create really good zones with him. Once you got your E, you get max stacks. So I would just drop one underneath me, throw another one out at him, and look to get a double barrel chain. Yeah, this is why ganking for Gangplank kind of sucks, but you guys might have enough damage. Nope. I mean, you could have done a little bit better with your barrel placement. Let's see here. So we got Udyr doing red buff right now. He's going to come top in a second. You drop this, that's fine, and you have a second one. You should be looking to place it now. What you kind of want to do is walk up and stand right next to it. Because then when you drop your second one, you can shoot it in the, or you can auto attack it rather, and then because you're right next to it, so you'll be able to drop your barrel and immediately proc it. So it makes it even harder for him to dodge. And then you can also still have your Q up, since you auto attack to blow up the barrel. So then you could Q him too. So that way you get your barrel explosion damage, plus you get Q damage, and you get Grasp of the Undying proc. It ends up being a ton of damage rather than very little. So if you were right next to it, you could have, I mean, you still would have missed because it wasn't a very good barrel placement. But this kind of cost you because if you got this damage off before the gank happens, he's sitting at like 75% health and he's slowed. So it makes it really easy to follow up. Plus you'll end up getting a Q on him, and it pretty much would be a secure, would be an easy kill to secure if you would have ended these barrels. So again, I would just say, when you throw that first one, stand next to it so you can proc it right away and get the explosion. And then it's better to like smart cast because look how much you overlapped here. This is all wasted space. It only needs to overlap just the slightest, just the slightest. So if you have it keybinded, what I do is I keybind it to T. So I keybind my E spell smart cast to T, or sorry, regular cast to T, and then my smart cast will still be E, right? So if I want to just smart cast it like normal, I just press my E, and then if I want to actually see the circle, I press my T, and then that's so in like situations like this, it's perfect. Because you don't really care when you throw out the first barrel where it goes, right? But you do really care where the second barrel goes, because that's the one that's got to connect to the first. And if it doesn't connect, you're missing out. And then if you throw one like this, where you got that Venn diagram action going on, then you're missing out on too much range where you could have potentially killed or caught them with it. So, like I said, when you throw out the first one, just smart cast that, and then when you throw out the second one, that's the one that you really want to look to regular cast and set it up nice and perfect. And it also has like a nice synergy where it's you can never basically be out of range. That's like a problem that I run into personally later on in the games where I throw like my first barrel and then I go to throw my second one and I'm out of range, so I end up shooting and then like I queue everything up. So I throw the first, throw the second, shoot the first, but I didn't throw the second because I wasn't in range. So I threw one barrel and I shot it, and that was it. And it misses everybody and I waste a barrel. That's pretty much what it results in. So right now you have the wave shoving to you, so you can be very aggressive here. What you should look to do is put a barrel right here to zone, because then he won't be able to walk up at all. You just drop a barrel right here. How does he walk up to any of these creeps? Then you have a wave that you can freeze at your tower. Oh, never mind. You got wicked unlucky with that dumb melee minion. Yeah. Take a pretty good angle to get to him. These barrels. This is why ganking with Gangplank, ganking for a Gangplank kind of sucks, because you really need, like, this isn't even your fault really. You just need a good situation. You need like the perfect situation to gank a Gangplank. Like you need them really overextended and to hit that first barrel chain. Because once they walk away, like pretty much anytime they see your jungler, and they do because they have a ward, he starts walking away, and then how the hell do you ever hit the barrel on him? Because he's way too far away, and the cooldown's so low or so high in early level that you can't triple barrel or anything like that. Just gonna plop the barrel right down there. You got the level advantage, and you got your true damage up. You'd mess him up, even though he just bought items. It's not that big of a deal. He didn't have much gold, and he only bought boots. What the hell? Okay. I mean, I guess he didn't have. He bought a pink ward too. He bought boots and a pink ward. That means he had enough gold to buy a longsword. That seems kind of dumb. I would have bought a longsword. I mean, I guess his idea is like all he has to do is catch you and then he can kill you. But I'm pretty sure you can brawl with him at this point, because you're gonna go back and spend all your gold in a little bit. You have like 1100 and you're gonna buy a Sheen and like a longsword, or a Sheen and Cole or something like that. Not doing particularly well with these barrels, but you should definitely look to back. You have so much gold right now. 1200 gold. You're rich. I guess if you really want, how much is it? 700 to upgrade, and then 450 for the Cole. So like 1150 plus whatever you need for potions and wards is probably like the dream. So you're past that. So I would just try and push this wave out and just leave. So we got level 6 now. This is where we start staring at our mini-map. Anytime we see a fight start develop, you want to look to ult down. There you go. Nice barrel chain there. Are we looking down here? Oh, do you have enough mana for ult? No. It's 100 mana, right? Yeah, 100 mana, you only have 88. The fight breaks down anyway, so it didn't really matter. You should really look to back, though. You have so much gold. Just shove this in and back. You gotta think of it this way, right? If you shove this in and back, you're gonna get back to lane with a bunch of items, a bunch of gold spent, and then you're just gonna bully him because you have a lead. Like right now, you're not spending any of your advantage. Plus, you're sitting on no mana, so all you're really doing is farming creeps and letting him farm creeps. Where you have an advantage right now, and you should be pushing that advantage, and you need to go spend your gold to push that advantage, because you need to spend your gold and you need to get mana. Because you can't be aggressive on him right now when you're Like, sure, your barrels don't cost anything. There you go. So you should just like try and push this in and look to back. You don't even have vision either, so this is getting scary. Like, sure, you saw Gragas bot lane a little while ago, but yeah, now that he's level 6, you have no mana. This is like, you need to get out of here. 1600 gold. Holy moly. There you go. Come on. Yeah, okay, good. Perfect. Alright, let's see what we buy. We got 1600 gold. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I like Cole. I think Cole's really strong, but it's fine too. It's not a bad buy. Not a bad buy at all. Maybe get boots, but I think this is actually probably the best buy you could do. 'Cause if you bought boots, you'd have like 100 extra gold. And like, what are you gonna do? Get a pink ward, I guess. That wouldn't be that bad. So maybe you go like boots and a pink ward. But the health is so good against his true damage. There you go. That was really good. That was really good. See, that one worked much better because you were standing right next to the first barrel when you did it. So you could immediately knock it up and get that explosion damage. So that was really good. So we still got this ult cooldown. Definitely want to be looking for opportunities to use that. Although it does make you a little bit weaker in lane in the 1v1. But, I mean, honestly, you're just really far ahead of this guy at this point. You can look to just Q him and poke him down. He has, like, no armor. Yeah, he never bought, so you have a huge item advantage. You should be going apeshit on him right now. Like, you have a massive item advantage. Literally, all he has is boots. He doesn't have any combat stats at all. Like, any combat stats. None. No armor, no health, no damage, nothing. All he has is some potions and movement speed. You have a Sheen that's finished, and then, obviously, 2 things that are just raw stats. So you should be getting really aggressive. You should be, like, playing up here. You're playing very scared. You even have a level advantage. There's no way he gets this creep. There's no way you should let him get that creep. Venn diagrammed a little bit too much on that. You got your jungler coming in. Oh, I don't think you realized. I do that every once in a while. Ooh! Off! Dude, if you hit that, you would have gotten it. Okay. It all worked out in the end. Could have been a little bit smoother. You had the barrel chain. You did that really well. I thought you had him. You just had to auto attack the barrel. Maybe you didn't have your Q up, and that's... Yeah, I don't think you had your Q up. That's probably what it was. Let's run that back. Yeah, you tried to dodge the Q, but it kind of made you out of position to follow up here. But right there, auto attack that. You got him. You could have auto attacked like a split second earlier too, like back here a little bit more, and you would have definitely caught that. He would have been like right on top of this one, and you could have easily finished that up. Alright. All works out in the end, though. But you would have been able to have your ultimate still. But, whatever. It all works out in the end. Not too bad. Alright. You must have a ton of gold now. 1,200. Whew. How are we doing stacking up our parlay? Let's check it out. Does that say 14? Nuh-uh. Oh, no. It's like bugged. You just queued a creep and it only went up by 1. Okay, it's bugged. Oh man, that would have been so bad. No, you got a creep and it only went up by 1. It's supposed to go up by the number of gold it gives you. It just must be a spectator bug. Okay. You should have a much bigger lead than you do right now. But it's all good. As long as you go even in this lane, like he needs all the pressure is on him to get an advantage. But like I said, you still could have gotten more out of this lane. Specifically, when you came back, you could have zoned him out of all those creeps. I mean, it worked out in the end because you guys end up killing him, but you're not always going to get jungle pressure in that situation. And you stayed too long early game when you could have teleported back, spent all that gold. Like I said, I think like 1150 is the right buy. 1,200, so you can get that call, the Sheen upgrade. You should not be afraid at all to fight this guy. I mean, obviously right now there's creeps in the way, but just look at your items compared to him. It's not even remotely close. You're so much more effective in a fight than he is. He just has like a lot of movement speed, so if he doesn't dodge his stuff... Do you have ult up? Nope, you don't. 20 seconds. Especially with your true damage up. Well, he's got a little bit of health. Yeah, it says 18 now. Yeah, see, you just killed 3 of them and it went to 21. So obviously it's bugged. Okay. Well, that's kind of sucks because I'd like to know how much you've been parlaying. I mean, I guess I could do the math and multiply it, but... Wait a second. Wait a second, Gragas. Time out. I'm gonna stop coaching you for a second, and we're gonna just follow this Gragas around. Check out this guy's life decisions. Okay, so Gragas comes in. He's got you dead to rights. Decides to throw a barrel in front of you. Gets a little confused and walks away. Okay. Not the greatest play I've ever seen, but it's definitely a play. It's a play you can make. You should look to ult mid here. You got a really good opportunity. Oh, never mind. This guy doesn't come. Bot lane too. There's plenty of opportunities. You should definitely be looking at this. This is a kill all day. You should definitely try and get involved in. Anytime you just see numbers advantage on your map, yeah, I would have sniped that kill if I was you. Or at least got involved on it. I think getting assist off kills like that. What the hell? What's going on here? He just opened up like a 10 CS lead. CSing definitely could use a little bit of work, but I mean, I don't know. That's obviously, there you go. That's pretty decent. He can go back in. This guy's not gonna dive. Does Ori have ult up? I feel like that guy could have definitely dove that. Look at this shit. Why doesn't he chase that? He's at like 400 health with no ultimate. This guy's full health. I think that was a good ultimate by you. That's not your fault. Not much you can do about that one. So you're getting pressured by the jungler right now. Still think you. Yeah, see, here you're finally fighting him. I think you've been too much of a baby this whole time. Look how much you just... Let's go back and watch that again. Watch how much you wreck this kid. And all you do, you don't barrel or anything. All you're doing is just autoing and Q. That's it. You just Q'd twice in like 4 auto attacks. Now imagine if you can hit some of these barrels, you just wreck this kid. So be much more aggressive. Like have your barrel like placed in front of you. Like you should always be going aggro in this matchup. Or like right here when the wave's shoving to you. That's like when you can abuse this one. Let it keep pushing and then abuse this one. Oh my, come on, you gotta get that. That's so long, that's 2 barrels. Oh, is the spectator bugged? It's bugged, dude. Spectator's bugged all around. Alright, round 2, Gragas. Ooh, much better, buddy. Nice. True damage? Not enough. That was a good, good attempt there. Yeah, you just don't have any vision around you. You definitely have 2 trinket wards up. You've been getting ganked a lot. Probably a decent idea to get some vision out. So we get Triforce. Oh man. Now that's a power spike. 14-minute Triforce. It's not bad at all. Meanwhile, bot lane, Sivir running away with Udyr. What are we doing? Okay. We're running back to lane. So, we haven't really made use of this teleport yet. That's kind of an issue. Super big Venn diagram action going on right there. Again, you're still afraid of him. You just finished Triforce. You're so strong right now. You should just be Q poking this guy. This is a lane. You're against an opponent with no sustain. So anytime you hit him with your Q, you're just coming out way far ahead. Because what is he going to do? He doesn't have any sustain unless he hits you with his Q, right? I mean, I guess he has 3 potions in this scenario. But you have plenty of mana at this point. Plus you get Triforce proc every time you Q. Plus Grasp the Undying. Like, you definitely want to be Qing him. You're critting for like 300-400 right now. Like, that's a lot of damage on him. You hit him like 4 or 5 times with this, and you're at range. Like, he can't even hit you. You just walk up, Q, run away. Walk up, Q, run away. Walk up. There you go. There you go. You could have done this like 10 times now. And you'll even be more safe. Nice. There's a good chunk. There's a good chunk. Okay. Much better. I mean, I understand that you're content just to farm up. That's cool. But you could be getting a big advantage in this type of a matchup. You're very far ahead right now. Ooh, nice ultimate. Map awareness. Greg, I mean, you're against the enemy has like double disengage in an Orianna. Like a lot of the times when you ultimate, they're just gonna disengage and there won't be really much you can do about it. But I think that was a good ultimate. I mean, you've shown that you're playing very passive in the lane, so might as well be using your ultimates in other lanes. Try and get an advantage elsewhere. Okay. I mean, I guess it's just like a playstyle different thing, but like I said, you can definitely get an advantage by playing aggro here. You have your teleport up, but I don't really know if I'm TPing into that ever. Oh! Because your team has like nothing up. Because you guys used like, both teams used like everything before. In that last fight where you ultimated. Okay. That wasn't very good. Oh. I don't think you teleporting down does anything to change that. Definitely want to be setting these barrels up. I mean, you're sitting on 3 right now. There you go. I should have been down a while ago. Whoa! Play aggro. What is he gonna do? You know they already used all their ultimates when you used yours. Damn. I think you could have played a little bit more aggressive on Janna, and then after that you probably want to go under the tower. Because when you're under the tower, you can get like your double barrels off a lot more effectively. Because you can just place one here and then follow up immediately. And much more likely to hit than trying to do them off on the side where they can just move over here. But there wasn't really much you could do there. There's more just Xerath got caught being dumb. Lee got chunked out early. Because he's Lee support. Still haven't done anything with his teleport though. That means like not even used it to come back to lane or anything. Unless you did it. No, you didn't do it early on either. Because I was complaining about you not doing it. So I don't know. TP usage definitely is something to be looked at this game. I mean, sure, you're getting it for like late game, and it's kind of like one of those like get out of jail free cards, right? Like I'm getting shit on in lane. Let me go back real quick. Yeah. That's some synergy. Okay. You see everybody left mid lane. You don't have any vision on anybody. And when this guy flashes, that tells you that there's more people in the area. Because why would he ever flash in that situation? Because that's really a bad one. Whew. Rip. That's a nice ultimate. Soriana's not bad. It's like 2 or 3 ultimates I've seen. Been quite good. Yeah, you could have got away earlier because him flashing on you tells you that there's more people coming. Plus, you lost vision of people in mid lane. So it's to be expected that more people are coming in that situation, and so you probably could have ran away instead of trying to ult and turn around. So maybe could have saved yourself because turning around 2 seconds earlier probably would have gotten you like over here rather than right here, and then you wouldn't be in range to die. So maybe responding a little bit better. Still got this TP up. He just TP'd bot. Yeah, there's no reason for you to follow. Lee Sin support is trying to run for his life. I don't think he's going to be very successful. Well, you know where Darius is, so there's no reason for you not to just like hardcore show up and try and take a tower. Right there, you know where 3 people are. So, you know no one's really topside. So you can just try and take this. No crit. A little bit unlucky. Still haven't really been placing any of your wards. I mean, you've had these forever. Just placing one like right here. Really easy right now. Where are we going? A lot of downtime doing nothing. We could have been farming this. Or grouping up or something. We're not sure. I think you have your TP and you're looking bot, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're doing. You're just wasting time. I mean, sure, top's gonna push to you eventually, but you could have been doing that. You could have like taken your whole top side jungle since Udir's bottom. There's just a whole lot of wasted time. You're like super afraid for nothing because you're afraid to put your wards down. Like this is a spot you could have easily avoided by now, and then you have so much vision in this area that you're definitely safe. Like you could have just walked here, dropped a ward. Okay. do the jungle camp, hopefully. So far I'm looking like, yeah, we're still down. What are we doing right now? There's just a bunch of downtime for no reason. We ran like 20 seconds. We ran like 10 seconds. We have to back an extra 8. That's just a lot of extra downtime that we don't need. At 10 seconds could have gotten you to back faster and you might have been able to get to mid in time. If you just backed from like here or in this bush maybe. Instead of walking all the way over here. It's a lot of downtime for no reason. You gotta be more efficient with your time. It's one of the main issues with bronze elo players. They generally make the right decision. It's just the time it takes them to make it. Typically, or alright, they don't generally make the right decision, but it's not like they have no idea what they're doing and stuff like that. Like people make it seem like they generally know what the right thing to do. They just do it either slowly or they you know, overextend a bit, overestimate their limits. Okay. So this is a interesting engage. If your ult's up, you should drop that already. Okay, timeout. How do I zoom out? You have to have that stupid... Okay. Let's see how this fight breaks out. Oh, this is an old patch. You got 4 barrels right now. Maybe spectator mode didn't update. I don't know. This isn't a... I don't know. Maybe this is an old patch. Either way, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. So, Sivras does not have ultimate, which makes your team fight pretty bad. It's actually coming up in like 10 seconds, which is like kind of like your anti-timing window. Okay, got both of them. Your ultimate should have been down way sooner though. You still have it up. Typically what you want to do is you want to drop your ultimate and then double barrel into it. So like you drop your ultimate to slow people and then you use your double barrels. That way it's like much easier to get your double barrels off. But you got 2 kills and you got a nice double barrel where you hit Draven and Janna. But meanwhile in top lane, this guy is like wrecking you. The main issue there is you guys are fighting before Sivir has her ultimate, and then that fight was just so discombobulated. And somehow managed to lose the 5v4. Mainly because Sivir didn't have the ultimate before the fight started. And then also, Xerath used his ult and missed literally everything. So definitely not a good trade at all, because you guys traded negatively in kills, and then this guy took 2 towers. Might be able to pick him up on the backside though. Oh, that... What the hell? Why is this guy so afraid? Okay. Nice. Eventually got him. How much gold we got now? I think this is the type of game that you want to greed and not get a Hex Drinker and just play more cautiously. Because who are you really dying to, do you think? I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. It's not bad. Just typically in games that you're behind like this, like your team is behind, it's better to be a little bit greedier on Gangplank and try and get more of your damage items first. Because this could be a BF sword, which, you know, puts you only 600 or 400 gold away from your IE, which is, you know, obviously really important because that's a huge power spike for Gangplank. The Triforce IE combo. So Sivir popped ultimate again, trying to catch Janna, and she's, I don't know what's going on. So Sivir wasted ultimate, pretty much. And then wasted heal. This is a weird game. Your bot lane's been very bad. Oh my god, I didn't even realize the score is so terrible. Jeez, your whole team's just been getting kind of smashed. I mean, you didn't do really that bad, but your farm could have been like way better. Like 130 at 25 minutes sucks. But I mean, that's just kind of a bronze thing though. Not getting, you know, missing like 4 creeps each wave, or sorry, not 4 creeps, missing like 2 creeps each wave definitely adds up. I think overall you're just a little too scared in like almost every situation. Definitely wanna get used to that smart cast and then non-smart cast for your barrel. That one was really good. Oh my god, drop your ultimate, drop your ultimate, drop your ultimate. Nice. You flash forward. If you had Sivir wasted her ultimate before, you guys would have had ultimate this fight, and maybe you could have caught and done a little bit more. You should still catch in the end. Actually, this guy's out of mana. Darius is behind you, but he got confused and doesn't know where he's going. Raven's behind you. He's by himself. Hit him with that big crit. This is a weird fight, dude. Then Udyr ran back in and died. What? He played well that fight. That's just very strange. Okay. Oh man. Some of the decisions are just great. Like Darius is here, right? And Draven is like right next to him, and he can run the same way and like be together, and they can like fuck you guys up. But instead, he decides to go all the way around the other way, and then he leaves his AD carry by himself, and like all three of you turn and kill him. And then Udyr is like, "Wait, I can run out this way and be safe. No, let me run back into the team and die." Oh man, I love it. Oh man. It's fun, dude. I haven't gotten to do a bronze game yet. The lowest I've had has been, I don't even think I've had a silver. Oh no, I think I've had one silver game that I've done. So this is the first bronze one I got to do. Not that it's much worse than like any of the other games. All of those had their funny moments too. But you can definitely see like the main issue systemic to like the ELO bracket itself. Just low CS across the board for everybody. It's not even just you specifically. Like everybody in the game could be doing much better. Like there's not even. Okay, this person is. I was gonna say I don't think there's anybody that's 100, even 100 off the mark. But this guy's close. So like right now, like 270 would be a dream to have, and it's pretty easy, especially with your style of Gangplank. Like you were playing really passive. When you play really passive, you don't really have an excuse to miss creeps. Yikes! Kind of just giving stuff for free here. Oh my. Damn. This dude's squishy. He should have gotten Abyssal. It's a terrible build. He's against double AP, and the mid laner's ridiculously fed. 16 kills. Definitely should have gotten an Abyssal. I mean, I guess if you stay super far back, but this clearly hasn't been able to do that. He's 0-7. Oh, wow, we just surrendered. What? Wait. Oh, it's trolling me. Okay. You guys lost. It's just the spectator mode. Okay, well, I mean, it's hard to really fault you with too much in terms of like the game in general. A lot of it was you had a Lee Sin support in a bot lane that went like that was like what 2-12 at one point. You had a mid laner that was 0-7. You know, the enemy mid laner is 16 kills. You know, that's not something you can really deal with. And especially here, I'm pretty sure you're the no vote, and everybody else on your team voted yes. So even in the victory screen, or even in the surrender vote, you can't save your team. So there wasn't really too much you can do in terms of winning the game. In terms of like mechanical play, your barrel placement definitely needs a lot of work. And I would advise you to keybind the T key, your T key, to something like the smart cast, or sorry, not the smart cast, the normal cast of your barrel. That way, when you press your T, you can see the big circle and where to place it, and then when you press your E, you can just smart cast like you normally would. That way, you can get that tiny overlap instead of this giant Venn diagram type thing that you had going on there, where you had too much overlap and a lot of wasted range that you could potentially have on your barrel combo. I also did not see any triple barrel combos, but I mean it's early in the game, so excuse me, your cooldowns are kind of low, so it's hard to pull off. Still doable though, so maybe try and practice up on the triple barrel combo a little bit. I do have a video that I just did, so check that out if you didn't. And I just overall I think you played too passively. There's a lot of situations where you could have been much more aggressive. Teleport usage was a big problem too. No teleport at all. Did you have one? I think you had one. I think you had one teleport. But early game, you had a ton of gold advantage. You forced him away, and then you could have backed and spent like 1,200 gold and gotten your coal plus your trifle or your coal plus your sheen, and then came back when your enemy only had boots, and you could have gotten like a huge advantage. But instead, you stayed in lane for like 3 minutes with no mana, just like farming even. And that's not good because you have a big advantage at that point and you want to press it. You don't want to be in a situation where you have the ability to gain an advantage, but instead you just decide to farm 6 creeps, let him farm 6 creeps, and just break even. When you should be able to deny him or maybe kill him, force him back out of lane, like a ton of different things. If you were just to back, spend your gold and get more mana, and use your teleport cooldown. So overall, I thought you played okay. Definitely be a little bit more aggressive, I think, and a little bit practice on barrel placement. But I mean, games like this, you can't really do too much when you have a team that gets absolutely destroyed. But I thought you played pretty decent. So good game. Hope you enjoyed, man. Thanks for donating all that stuff. Appreciate that. Much love. Peace.